What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to tell you about this story right here. This right here is going to have you like, what? You see this man up here looking like the Grinch? This dude right here, I want you to look at that look on his face. That right there is the look of a killer. When you go to prison, a lot of people got that look. This is the type of dude you bring with you somewhere and he just stand there and people think twice before doing something or thinking about doing something. This guy right here is a nut. This guy's name is Alfred Dion Jarvis Sr. So there's a junior out there. This guy is 46 years old from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Shout out Baton Rouge. And this guy right here, who's a domestic abuser, did the unspeakable. This guy tried to set a house on fire with 4 children inside. And in the midst of doing that, he's been charged with a lot of charges and violating protective orders, which it's no shock about that. But I want to show you the story. So take a look at this. In the first little 45 seconds is a woman that's a witness that was talking about what she's seen. Then we'll go into the story. But I want you to watch at the end when she's talking. Take a look.
So can you tell me what happened last night?
Yeah, a guy jumped her gate and broke the door down, poured gas on some furniture in the floor and set it on fire with 4 children in there. And just a few minutes later, I got to look at it on my camera, my film, and the kids were at my door trying to get help, and I didn't wake up. But they're okay, and they caught the guy. So her landlord is coming to fix it so they can get back in their house really quick.
Okay. Have you noticed any strange behavior in the past?
Just him.
Mm-hmm.
She's had trouble with him before and called the cops.
Okay.
So that's her soon-to-be ex-husband.
I bet that.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. And first tonight, we're learning more about the arrest of a man who allegedly tried to set the home of his intimate partner in the early hours of Monday morning, setting that home on fire. News 2's Sarah Gray-Barr here with the timeline.
Sylvia, I talked with District Attorney Hiller Moore. He shared the alleged crimes were domestic in nature and that this wasn't the first time a protective order was filed against the man by the victim. I also spoke with mental health advocates who tell me healing will take time. Just after midnight on Monday, Baton Rouge Fire Department says firefighters responded to a house fire on Inverary Drive. There, investigators found the door kicked in and gasoline lit in 2 different areas of the home. BRFD says Alfred Jarvis was arrested in connection to the arson, adding that just 2 days earlier, Jarvis allegedly violated 2 active protective orders filed by the victim and removed the home's Ring doorbell camera.
That order came from West Baton Rouge, from a previous conviction out of West Baton Rouge. But he also was out on a bond here out of Baton Rouge for a gun charge. And so he had conditions of bond of that gun charge. And I think was also one in place in Baton Rouge as well.
EBR District Attorney Hiller Moore says Jarvis has a history of domestic violence-related charges.
Looks like his criminal history goes back to the 90s and several domestic violence offenses and several involving the same victim.
Court records show Jarvis was arrested in 2019 after he hit his partner, strangled her, and broke her car windows with a crowbar. In 2021, he was arrested for hitting his pregnant partner. Neighbors told WBRZ there were children inside the home at the time of the alleged arson.
Just a few minutes later, I got to look at it on my camera, my film, and the kids were at my door trying to get help.
Mental health expert Tanja Miles spoke to WBRZ. She says these children will likely need support to heal from this incident.
They're supposed to live knowing that they're safe, particularly when they're in their own home. And to have that invaded by someone who would do something so horrific, again, that plays on their psyche.
And she says the unfortunate reality is that protective orders don't always stop people.
Even though we know that there's something in paper and something that is law that is there, but then we know people don't uphold the law.
Miles said those going through a crisis should call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. We'll link that information on our website. Sylvia.
Guys, there you have it. Jarvis, Mr. Jarvis, Alfred Dion Jarvis, 46 years old, a senior at that, and a habitual old school ass whipper, 46 years old. He out there doing all kind of crazy shit, getting locked up, fighting women. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. The old me, before I really start getting into this, start really looking into a lot of these cases and stuff, I'd be like, yo, what can you do? Motherfuckers keep going back to the same person because all these crimes were supposed to be with the same woman. Where he choked her when she was pregnant and smacked her up and all this other type of stuff. It never gets any better. You know what I'm saying? And the old me used to be like, man, I don't even want to hear it. But people keep going back. But it's something that you got to think about. A lot of times people are suspended in terror when they are around people that are terroristic in nature. You could be a prisoner in your own body. And a lot of times, most of the times, this is about control. Looking at this guy, he looked like he off. You know what I'm saying? He'd been off for a while. But to try to set the kids on fire and all that other stuff, for all we know, hell, they might be his kids. This is like some next level shit. On the level of hatred and like being toxicity. Seriously, if you really pay attention to it, look at this. It says, 4 juveniles are safe after a man banned from their house, that's the key, allegedly, intentionally started a fire and threatened to kill him. According to the Baton Rouge Fire Department, officials arrested Alfred Dion Jarvis Sr., age 46, of Port Allen, Louisiana, in connection with an arson investigation. So he didn't live there. They lived in Baton Rouge. He came from Port Allen to mess with these people on Tuesday, August 12th, in connection with an arson investigation from earlier that morning. Jarvis is facing 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder. 1 count each of the following: aggravated arson, home invasion, criminal trespass, violation of a protective order. The fire happened around 12:40 a.m. on Inbury Drive. According to the fire department, investigators arrived to find the door forced open and gasoline poured and ignited in 2 separate areas inside the home while 4 children were inside. Officials said multiple people reported hearing the suspect yell, everyone is going to die, while setting the fires. They also reported smelling gas and seeing 2 areas inside the inside burning as they left. About $1,000 in damages was reportedly caused. I guess the kids tried to put stuff out. Now, he allegedly came by the house 2 days prior and removed the ring doorbell cam. So all this was premeditated. I want you to think about this. So he must have been staying with them, got kicked out the house, or they moved away from him. He says, fuck that. Got to be in a position where they can control shit. And if they can't control shit, they destroy shit. Goes over there, takes the ring doorbell cam off. That makes me think it's premeditated. He'd run back over there and try to tear the shit up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing without me. Same typical bullshit we see out here from childish people that throw man tantrums. This shit is buck wild. You know you a certain kind of motherfucker where, special kind of motherfucker where you choke a pregnant woman. With your child. You choke her. You think. Shit is crazy. I mean, it's some of this stuff you can't even make up. But then again, looking at his face, goddamn, he looked like that type. You know what I mean? No matter what. Hard to kill. Hard to get rid of. This type of person, you can't walk away from. You have to run away from. And think and pray and hope and pray. You run farther and fast enough away from them where they can't catch up with you. This guy right here, man, this type of person don't let shit go. And don't give a damn who you with. They're going to act the fool whenever, however. Either way, man, this shit is crazy. I mean, as a man, I would feel bad as hell where I instill fear and terror in both the environment and the hearts and mind of my children, to where people want to run from me, or when I get mad, everybody in the room is scared to death because they think I'm gonna hurt somebody. Either way, man, I mean, like the topic of the day, irreparable damage mentally, and that right there could have ended really bad. He didn't give a fuck about the restraining order or nothing. They need to just stop doing that shit and just say, hey, listen, don't come around there no more. If we catch you around there, they need to give people like a life alert button. They push the button and the police just respond there like it's an officer down. Just fuck the motherfucker up and lock them up. Because these people right now, they don't care about the law. They don't care about life. And they damn sure don't care about order, even in their own houses or lives themselves, and other people pay for it. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This dude right here, he give off that aura like he the real deal. Whatever he say he gonna do, he'll damn sure try to do it. And I think this right here proves it. See you in the next video. Take care.